Angela, we know you have a very unique family of your own. Your dad is Chinese and your mom is black.
Yeah. Asian people unite.
Yes. But that's not the only thing that makes them unique. I understand that they have an interesting living arrangement.
Oh, look at them.
Oh yeah, that's their wedding picture
They're
from
so
back in the day.
cute.
I love it.
How'd your dad get his hair to roll like that?
He had a
He has a
perm.
little flip.
No, I'm kidding. He doesn't have a perm.
Shoot.
But they actually used to work at a department store together, so that's how they met. And they're gonna be so embarrassed when they see this. But they actually still live together, but they are divorced.
Ooh. Wait,
How long have they been divorced? Is this?
I'm gonna say they've been divorced maybe over like around 20 years or so.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait. They've been divorced for 20 years and they've lived together.
Yes.
Since they've been divorced.
I don't know if they're squatting or nobody wants to move out or what. They don't follow each other on Facebook, but they still like hang out. We still go to family functions. They still go shopping. My dad still complains about the credit card bill. Like they still do all of those things.
This is actually common in Asian families. I've seen this a lot growing up. Yes. And I struggled with it too because my mom and dad did that too. They were separated and then divorced and they lived together until all of us moved out of the house, which is like
That's
a
crazy.
good 20 years. But I realize it's because of this. Asians will put first their focus and priorities before their feelings. And I'm not saying that's always right, but if it means running the house together and making sure that Angela grows up okay and making sure that the bills are taken care of and the family's good, they'll do that before, oh, I can't deal with you, so I'm gonna move out. Like they can just put aside
I know
their
black
feelings.
people that do that too. My thing is sometimes it's cheaper to keep her. That's what I think.
Yeah. There's that too. And you know we like to save money.
Okay, how long were they married before getting divorced?
Well, my mom was 19 in that wedding picture that you saw. So they've been married for a long time. So I think they're just comfortable. Like, you got to think it's probably all they know. So it's more like, and people stay married and feel like they're roommates too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, my parents are like that.
I have two questions. So you grew up with both your mom and dad in the household.
Yes.
But did you know they were divorced or you didn't know?
No, they didn't get divorced till I was in college.
Okay. Now, do they date?
I have no idea.
This is another thing my people hide.
They don't talk to me about that. They don't follow each other on Facebook. Like they're, living their own separate lives.
You ain't never seen them go like this to each other?
No.
But
they
do
don't
you
post
think they're
pictures
dating?
together. I don't know. I don't know how, because no one spends the night out. Imagine my mom saying, like, your dad didn't come home last night, or that's never happened.
You said you lived with your parents. Yes. Did you see them date other people in your household?
After we moved out of the house, I know Mama Mai's cute. She's getting something somewhere, but she won't say anything. And then Papa Mai is real private. They don't talk about their love lives. And then I started spying on my dad when I would come home for holidays, and I would see Papa Mai walk out of the house late at night after, like, it's too late to go somewhere. And when I'd ask him, he'd say, oh, don't worry, we do just the play, we just hang out with the friend. And I'm like, there's no friends that go out late at night like that. What's real creeping? And then Mama Mai, y'all, they were divorced for quite a long time. Yo, over vacation, she popped on us that she got married. What? Out of nowhere. She didn't.
You didn't go to the wedding? You weren't invited? You didn't meet the man first?
Nothing. And I'm asking you, I'm like, why didn't you tell us that you got married? Because you nosy. I'm like, what? What?
And she got married to someone they call
Uncle Ted. Okay, so the guy was in our family. Yes, okay, so this guy was a friend.
I met Uncle Ted. He's freaking awesome, by the way.
Yes, you can see why she divorced, because she met somebody who was her match, who could contain her. But Uncle Ted was a friend of the family, so I called him Uncle Ted for like 20 years.
So he was really Uncle Ted?
He really was Uncle Ted. So they got married, and so today he's still Uncle Ted.
Wow.
No,
That's like in my family, too.
What happened?
So my mom was superintendent of children's ministries in my church, and now who we know as Papa Joe was head usher in my church.
Wow.
I grew up with Papa Joe in my church my whole life growing up. And then when I was 14 years old, he married my mom after my parents got divorced. My dad was the worship leader. It's all very...
But when they were living in the same
But
house?
did he get a name change?
Yeah, he went from, we called him Joe Felix our whole life. Like, oh, Joe Felix, the usher, Joe Felix. And then now he's Papa Joe.
Right.
But look, I tried that whole let's be in a relationship, then we broke up, and we're gonna still live together.
Yeah.
It don't work for everybody, all right?
Yeah.
Because I was
Don't try
bringing
this
in
at home.
dudes, you know what I mean? Because it's like, how do you, I'm not dating outside of my house. If I want to bring somebody to my house, I want to
Yeah.
bring somebody to my house. So it's like, I still feel like even though your parents, no disrespect, but y'all still married. I don't care what nobody say. It's just a piece of paper.
Yeah. My parents
They
did it.
still married.
My parents, I knew from a very young age that my parents weren't in love, and it wasn't like that, and they were kind of just trying to make it work for me and my sister, the kids. And that got awkward at some point. Has it gotten awkward where you almost want to see them happy with someone else?
Yeah, it is weird like when your parents are in the house and you can tell they're not really
In
like
love.
your dad's
Or-
on the couch sleeping every night
Yes.
and your mom's in the bed with the door
God,
closed.
so
Or
familiar.
like, say your mom is having a moment and she needs to be consoled. Will he maybe console her like maybe he did when they were married?
Yeah.
Like, how do you
My mom
handle
doesn't
that?
have moments in the house.
doesn't? Okay.
I don't even know when those moments occur, but no, that's not happening.
Y'all,
Got it.
but that's
Your
what I'm
mom's
thinking.
tough?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never seen my mom like really.
Yeah, she tough. She a sister. You know she tough. Okay.
She had to put up with
I
my
don't
dad.
know.
She's very tough.
Asian men, though, they're ninjas, man. They do stuff you don't even know. They just swift like fire. I'm serious.
He won't let her go though. That's the thing. You know.
I don't know if he
Just
pays those bills though. I don't know if they have like separate bank accounts. I don't know how that part works.
Well, it definitely takes two mature adults to
Yes.
do that.
Yes.
And obviously, they've made it work for
Right.
so
And they got a
long,
wonderful
so.
daughter, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's true.